Hi everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. And we are here on the iconic Brooklands banking, as you can see. And today we are here for the Brooklands Mini Day. We start off our show walk around here then at Brooklands with this Mini GP. This is number 1722. Of course, the Mini Jcw Gp, the fastest minis of their respective generations. Mini Cooper S, lovely spotlights. This one here, sunscreen like Disney Pixar's cars. Little John Cooper stripes, of course, the famous signature. Cooper race car in there. Neat little addition actually, I really like that. I also quite like the little info booklet they've got, which obviously came with the car when they bought it. Or a previous owner, it depends. Little 08 Reg Mini. Very sweet little things. This one's a Cooper. Do like the interesting shape of the tailpipe on this one. Unfortunately, we can't spend too long looking at each and every individual car. There's way too many cars here today. So I mean, I quite like that little graphic just there. The wheels are cool. They look like split rims on this one. Disc brakes. Probably Cooper spec. It's not Cooper S. Now this I like very much. White wheels just there. Little Union Jack tail lights. These are aftermarket additions. Little Mini just there. I imagine that's just come off the hill climb. It's called the test hill really, but it's kind of a hill climb. This little Mini is very proud of where it comes from. Obviously built at the Cowley plant in Oxford. Done mini run event. It's a Mini R50, this one. Just another one displaying quite proudly where it's from. Rear wiper delete. Rear wiper deletes are quite a common modification to make to small hatchbacks. More modern Mini Cooper S. This one 2014 Reg. Not sure how well the lighting is showing this, but I do quite like the ref counter on there. Very neatly added. Here comes another Mini. This one we've seen before at, I think it was Castle Combe. Might even have been Brands Hatch. I've been to way too many Mini shows this year to tell. Loving the colour scheme of this little Roadster, especially with the carbon fibre bonnet vents. Red stripes, red door mirror caps, steering wheel cover. Very neat. That's a JCW as well, John Cooper Works. These were not huge sellers when new, so not too many of them around, although I have been told by owners of them they are very fun to drive. Do like the exhaust on this one as well. Little Mini here, I imagine this one is a Sprite. Could be a very late city, but I would imagine it's a Sprite. The first of the classic Minis in this little lineup. Of course, we've seen a few driving past already, but I think this one is a Mini Sprite. It's not quite a Mini City, I don't think. Of course, the Sprite essentially took the City's place, but the Sprite had a larger engine. A couple of other little neat features, such as these seats. A bit comfier, a bit more padded, these ones. I think they came out of the Metro. Do like these arches, non-standard. Group 2 rally arches, I think they are. Obviously classic Austin badge. This one's got a similar theme with the checkerboard on it. These two look very nice together. Another little Mini Cooper with white wheels. I might not allow you up. Sunroof. Mini Cooper S with the more modern Mini logo. It's quite simplistic and I quite like it. There's a lot of companies going for a very simple logo these days. Mini Cooper S bonnet vent. Carbon fibre mirror caps. Liking the decals on this one. 65 Reg Cooper S. This is different and interesting. Don't usually see cars with toe straps like that on them. Remus exhaust. Mini Cooper Clubman. Quite possibly the most practical Mini of this particular generation of Minis. Apart from maybe the Countryman, I'm not quite sure when they came out off the top of my head right now. I like the wheels. I do like these Clubmans actually. Well, these was on my shortlist when I got my Panda 100 HP. I chose the 100 HP just because it was a little bit smaller than this, and in terms of practicality there's not a huge amount of difference. Although the boots, these are quite rare. You don't see many Mini Club vans. These are just called the minivan, but it's a Clubman, isn't it, basically, just with metal down the sides rather than windows. In fact, actually, here gives a unique opportunity to compare the differences with them. But yeah, still kept the traditional barn doors. Quite like this little number plate surround that keeps the parking sensors and everything in. Cooper D is of course a diesel. Somebody uses it to advertise their business, and why not? It's a cool vehicle to do that with. I also really like the colour of this one. I'm not quite sure what the colour is, but it's a sort of grey. Again, not sure if the camera's picking up too well. Either way, I really like this colour. Mini Cooper here, again, chunky exhaust tailpipe. Cooper S. Some people really don't like these Union Jack style lights, but I do. It's something unique and it helps them to stand out. I know a Mini is a fairly iconic shape anyway, even with the newer Minis, but even so, I think it's something cool. I think it's unique. It helps them really stand out. I also like these little tyre valve caps they've got on here. Might have to look at getting something similar for my Mini. I like those. This Mini's done a few events. London to Brighton, several years, 2020 being the most recent one by the looks of it. Not sure if that went ahead this year or whether it was cancelled. Who knows? Little advertisements for the event here. A little teddy. London to Brighton teddy. Mini Clubman. It's an all-4 John Cooper works. I do like the little side graphic. Of course, again, although this is a fairly new car, although it's on a personalised plate, it's still kept the barn doors. Mini 5-door hatchback. Of course, the classic Minis never came as a 5-door, but we live in a very different world now, and so some of the newer Minis, they do. Little Clubman racing past. Left-hand drive. Probably an import then. Mini sidewalk. I'll never not make a fuss of the seats. Somebody's bought themselves a fuel tank today by the looks of it. Why not? If you need parts, this is the time to get them. Especially it shows when traders usually bring bits to sell, such as panels, fuel tanks, tyres, wheels, whatever. This Mini we've seen before at a previous show. Pretty sure this is called Sonic the Mini. Yes, it is. Just spotted that up there. I was too busy looking at the pattern and design on the boot lid. I really like that. Yes, I believe we saw this at Brands Hatch for the Mini Festival there. Yes, even this one's got little Union Jack style graphics in there that helps it to stand out. Again, yet another thing I might add to mine at some point. Cooper Sports Pack, CB radio. I do like this little Sports Pack Mini. It's got the little fold-back sunroof. This little part here, the winds deflector for said sunroof. Winds deflectors on the window. This is quite a nice little sorted car. It's also got a radio to keep in contact with other Minis. Little Mini 5-door. Looks like a Cooper S, it is. Angry puppy look on that one. Jcw the Mini. Pretty sure we saw this one at Brands Hatch as well with the Miniax group, who we were with on that occasion. Yes, Miniax in the window just there. But I believe this one had a mini-based trailer on the back as well. But not here today, it would seem. We saw that one at, I think it was the Mini and Metro Day actually. Plenty of Minis I recognise here. Been to many Mini shows this year. 2007 Mini Cooper, 2003 Mini. This Mini's been to the British Motor Museum for one of their events. Judging by the colour of that, I would assume Mini and Metro Day, if I remember from my time there. We're not too far away from Heathrow or Gatwick Airport, so planes are going to fly over quite frequently. Mini Cooper S, quite neat, love the colour on it. I do like this little number plates around actually. Cooper Sports Pack, very clean example. Third rear brake light. Extra, so fairly late. Little NREG Mini automatic apparently, which it very much is. I like the little gear stick, not sure you can see it in there, but it's got a Magnus gear stick. Fold back sunroof. Reversing lamp, I'd assume, given it hasn't got any on there. Mini JCW with matte black stripe. I'm not usually sure what to think of matte black on gloss back, because I'm not sure it really helps it to stand out too much, but in this lighting it really does stand out. Fair play. Love the wheel design on this. Spot lamps as well. Mini Cooper. And a little Mini 35. This is a sweet little car. I love the colour on these things. Not such a huge fan of the interior fabric design, personally. But either way, I think it's a very cool and very neat little vehicle. On to the next set of Minis then. This is a Austin Mini Mark II. 1000cc. Additional reversing lights because these things didn't come with them as standard. Sliding windows as well. Traditional door handles. External door hinges. My dad had a Morris Mini 1000 Mark II and he absolutely loved it. I can see why, they're so basic and simple, but they provide good transport. Little D-Reg Mini here, late 80s. In yellow. Yellow is not a very common colour for classic Minis at least. Look at that steering wheel. And the dashboard. That's a very neat little dashboard in there. Mini 5-door hatch. Cooper S. Okay, this is cheating. This is not a Mini. This is a Triumph Dolomite Sprint. Vinyl roof. Look at that interior. Anybody who's watching, yes I know this is a Mini show, but I do like a classic car no matter what it is. Love the tailpipe. Mini Cooper. Mini Cooper S. I do all the bonnet stripe on this one. Really suits it. Clubman Cooper S. Another car you see too many of. It's when people usually buy a Cooper S, they usually buy the hatchback. These I always thought were pretty cool. A Mini Advantage, one of those special editions that the Mini had later on in life. Just make each one different and individual, make it more of a styling thing. Mini Roadster. Checkerboard graphics on there. Oh, I quite like the chrome mirror cap. We have found another Mini Jcw Gp. I like the number plate. It spells like absurd. Obviously in a UK road legal fashion. Myself and Joseph Lloyd had a look at a newer GP than this one not too long ago at the SMMT test day. That thing was very quick, but we both loved it either way. These things don't even come with back seats, they just come with a rear brace bar. This is different, I haven't seen these before. Little mirror caps. Something different. This is what I love about coming to Mini shows. Each person who has a Mini has got a different idea of what a perfect Mini is. Whether it's old or whether it's new, doesn't matter. We have found a Mini with the best colour here. Orange, the best colour for a car, as I've said many times before. Love how this one's got a bonnet that's lifted up slightly. I imagine that comes off fully to get access. Roll cage in the back. Vinyl dashboard. That might have come from Custom Consoles, where I bought my little console down between the gear stick, which this one does not have. It's even got a child seat in the back. Twin X exhaust, pressed metal number plate. That looks very cool. Would love to have one of those on my Mini at some point. This Mini seems somewhat familiar to me. I really do like these arches. Potentially an upgrade for mine at some point in the future. Door speakers. Very comfy seats as well. Recaros, are they? Yes, they are. Not a particularly common upgrade for a Mini. Recaros usually end up on Fords, but they really suit this. Mini Cooper D, obviously a Clubman. Very practical version of the Mini. This one's got a bike rack on the roof. Little Mini 1499 GT. Of course, following in the footsteps of the 1275 GT Clubman. And obviously not a Clubman model, this one. But still a car very much inspired by Mini's heritage. RS Mini Cooper. Sliding windows. This is a Mark 1. So the earliest Mini Coopers you can get. Stick on number plate. Little light down there. Judging by that, I'd say probably from Cornwall. Of course, Cornwall very famous for its tin mines. Twin fuel tanks. I do like sliding windows. I like how the owner of this one has replaced the seat with a little bucket seat. We found the Thames Valley Mini Club, who have got an Austin 7 with them. Little early 90s Mini Cooper, same age as my Mini. Mini Clubman Estate. Beer Edge Pink Mini with carbon fibre bits on it. The sweet little Mini Sprite. Always got a soft spot for the base Minis, given mine is one as well. This Mini Marcos has just done the hill run. Of course, the Marcos uses many Mini components with a little fiberglass shell on it. Very sweet little things, love them. Mini pickup. Lovely colour on this one. Clearly not a standard colour for a pickup. Either way, whoever owns this one, you've chosen very well. Mini Cooper. I think that's how every classic Mini owner feels about speed bumps. And the Mini Cooper Sport 500, number 95 out of 500, this one. This is an M-Reg Mini. We're at the Basingstoke Mini Club. This has been modified to look like a Mini Cooper Sports Pack. So it's on 12-inch rims, which it is, with Sports Pack arches. The 12-inch rims were deemed to be the best handling wheels for a Mini, simply because less sidewall, therefore less flex, therefore better handling. What's not to like? Just whilst we're here, having a look out over the Thames Valley Mini Club, a Paul Smith edition's turn up, and a little matte black Mini just there. This little J-Reg Mini is for sale. As always, this could be yours. Tells you a little bit about it. It's a Mini Neon 998cc, known as Joro because you need to look at the number plate to find out why. That would make sense. Little G-Reg Mini Mayfair. Mayfairs are always sweet little minis. Oh, adore that little picnic hamper in the back. Little cushions, never underestimate a Mini. Of course, why would you? It'd be stupid to underestimate a Mini. Mini Cooper 1.3. Love that badge.
Find a place for minis, isn't it?
Door spots. Of course I'm going to love those. Currently got some on my Mini, celebrating its 30th birthday this year. RS Mini Cooper S. Raised digit number plate. Sliding windows as well. This Mini's just come off the hill climb. Mini Sprite. Love it. It's got this little feature down here, advertising where it came from originally. Of course, Croker and Bridger, quality used cars branches in London and Turin. reference to the Italian job film from 1969. Red piping. Little yellow Mini Clubman. This is the left-hand drive one we saw driving past earlier. Very sweet little interior on this one. I like the way that they've mounted their little rev counter. I might have to do something similar with one that I get for mine eventually. Move out of the way whilst this Mini parks up. There's parking up down there. Checkerboard roof. Very sweet. And look at the indicator just there. Mini Jcw Works Clubman. Big old wheels. Contrasting red roof and mirror caps. This looks like it's possibly aftermarket. Don't usually see Mini Clubmans with this deep of an air vent on the front. Mini Cooper S 5-door. Liking the yellow contrast. Part of the B Road Hunting Club. Love the massive spoiler. These things are just silly, but I absolutely love them. Jcw Clubman. Now this, I really like the colour scheme on this one. Light blue, silver wheels, silver roof. And black just around here. I really like that actually. If I had a Clubman of this era, that would be the spec I'd quite like to have mine in. Cooper S Roadster, yet another one. Just look at that space down there for storage. Previously I had a look at that, and that must be the immobiliser sensor on it, whatever that does. Little Mini with the aftermarket Union Jack lights. Very mad spoiler on the back. I do like the graphic for the B Road Hunting Club actually. And Talk Monkey. Wide Mini Cooper S. Cooper S Clubman in brown. Don't usually see these in brown. It's not a very common colour for them. However, I think this one looks really good in it actually. Brown is not a colour I usually think of for a car. There we go, this Clubman wearing it very well. And a JCW. This one's just done the hill climb as well. Plenty of cars doing the hill climb today. This Mini Cooper S is on aftermarket OZ wheels or OZ, depends around the world you're from. Mad carbon fibre spoiler on the back. Love it. Mini Jcw Gp. This was the model that Joseph and I had a look at not too long ago at the SMMT day. Rock hard suspension in this. Really not a car for comfort. Have a look in the back here though. Earlier I said about it being kind of van-like. Obviously it's a bit neater trimmed than the interior of a van, but nonetheless very practical. Mini Clubman JCW in silver. Red door mirror caps. I do like these lights. And the Mini Cooper S, an R56 Cooper S Mini Challenge. Looks like still fully road legal, but it's been inspired by the Mini Challenge series. It's a racing series for minis, would you believe? Union Jack covers, 37, obviously inspired by the Monte Carlo rally winning minis. Love that. This one's very cool, very neat. Look at that toe strap. And the front splitter actually. That's something different. This Mini, that's going to upset a few people. It's got a classic Mini badge on it. Steel rims, 1598 GT. It's even got a classic style steering wheel in there as well. Another classic Mini badge on the back. Again, the car is probably going to upset some purists. but it's something I like. Again, provides an individual character to this Mini. But I do like these little British Leyland logos down there. Mini Checkmate on there. Not sure it is actually a Checkmate edition. Might be, not quite sure. JCW it says. That's the thing, many parts you can just swap over, so it might be, it might not be. It's also got 1320 Mini on the side there, so who knows. Either way, piston heads. Look at that mad rear diffuser though. We find ourselves at West Country Minis. Here's a Mini Checkmate on a H-Reg. This Riley Elf Mark II we've seen before on the Isle of Wight Adventure. Of course, West Country Minis are the people that run the Isle of Wight Mini Adventure. It's nice to see them here. And of course, thank you very much to them for sharing my Isle of Wight Adventure video on their Facebook group. It's very kind of them. Got a couple of other Minis here, Mini Coopers. Oh, of course, I forgot they did the Cooper as a diesel on the hatchback. Usually when you think of quick hatchback, you don't think diesel. Then you look at something like the Skoda VRS Fabia. That's pretty quick. This Mini I recognise from the Isle of Wight Adventure. So I wasn't sure if the driver was called Ralph or the actual car was called Ralph. Or maybe both were. A little silver Mini Cooper as well. I'm pretty sure all the cars along here did the Isle of Wight Adventure this year. And why not? It's a great little event. This little Mini Cooper S. It's an Austin, number 35. Quite like this little fog light being attached to the roll cage. That's something different, something I've not seen before. Morris Cooper. We're at Box Hill Mini Club, by the way, as you can tell by that. Woodrum steering wheel. Quite a large one as well, actually. I like this little Mini. Quite like the arches. This one's got a flip front by the looks of it, especially with the way the arches have been cut. Apologies for the wind noise, there's not a lot I can do if there is any. Little Yokohama A008 wheels, gold rims. I quite like having the little sun visor strip going across. Of course, it gives a slightly different tint, which means the sun is not as strongly in your eyes. The interior is very sweet in here. Love that steering wheel. Little mirrors there. Little wind deflectors as well. Brooklands Mini Day, 25th of March 2018. Little Mini 1000 with a raised digit number plates. Very classical. Ooh, look at that. They've got their cap up the right way. Radford. Of course, Radford known for their conversions of Minis to make them a bit more luxurious. BMC. Gold striping down the side to match the roof and the wheels as well. Spotlights. So it's got a show plate on. Possibly, I'm not sure. Mini Clubman with a Vauxhall engine. Double overhead cam, 16 valve. Massive radiator. Racing harnesses in there. Roll cage. A Mini Cooper S. No bumper on that one. It's got a supercharger. And this one's also for sale for sensible offers. Little S-Reg Mini.
I'll take a picture.
This Mini is heavily inspired by John Player Special and their liveries of the 60s and 70s racing cars, as you can see here with the centre cap. Little black Mini. Aftermarket bonnet, I would imagine, with this little air vent, these little holes, although they could have easily been drilled into it. Mini badge that was custom made for this as well. Massive bumpers done in style of the ERA Minis. I really like this one. This is a very clean Mini. Look at all the switches in there. Must to be a custom made dashboard as well. This Mini's got a custom grille by the looks of it. Something very different. Mini Designer. with Mary Quant seats inside. The sunroof. Speakers. Mini pickup. Liking the colour scheme on this one. Yellow and black. It's almost like a little bumblebee. Or a wasp. Little tiny roof rack with spare wheel on it. It's a neat little way actually of keeping all of your mini bits. Fuel pickup without taking up any of the load space on the back. And a sweet little Austin 7. Ah, who doesn't like an Austin 7? Push out rear windows. Love the little hinge sticking out. Mirrors, these look different. The Mini Italian Job Edition. Mini Cooper. Very different graphics on this one. A little Mini Cooper, 06 reg, 53 reg Cooper S, 13 reg Cooper S. Mini City, this one's has something different onto it. Twin tone by the looks of it. I like the graphic actually, very 80s. Of course this is an 80s Mini. Mini Cooper S convertible, fairly modern, 2021 in fact, so it's that modern. Look at these wheels, they look crazy. Mini Sports Pack, not quite sure how you can see out of that windscreen if I'm honest. Cibi lights, LEDs. Ooh. Mini graphite sticker on it, carbon fibre style stripes. Mini Life Car Club next. This is a little Mini 850, looks like a Mark III. The Mark III's had internal door hinges rather than external, as we've already seen. This little Mini Racing Green is very popular. The popular Racing Green Mini has got a Maniflow exhaust. I like a Maniflow exhaust, mine sounds awesome. Nice Cooper S. Looks like it usually has a rear wiper. Ooh. White wheels on this little NREG Mini. An 03 Jcw. Always love the colour contrast of black and red. Mini 1275 GT in what looks to be surf blue. White roof. And it's got a rear wiper as well. Little number plate tucked away underneath. Gives a very clean look on the boot lid. This Mini I'm pretty sure I've seen somewhere before. Do love a roof rack for these things, especially the classic style roof racks. Let's see, radio antenna. Look at that interior though. Little Mini here with Mark 1 grille Leyland badge. It's not a Mark 1, but that's quite a popular little modification to make to the later Minis. This one has what looks to be the van and pickup grille. Lovely steering wheel. Can approve of that. And the paint colour on this is actually really nice as well. This little Mini has got a racing number on the side, number 59. That looks almost like a Scooby-Doo-esque font. Austin Cooper, love the stone guards on the front of this. The yellow Mini. These are different. Don't know where you actually picked those up. It looks to be an Innocenti Mini, and this very much is. Mini Cooper 1300 Innocenti. Of course the Innocentis were the Italian built Minis. Their indicators were here on the wing. They got slightly different headlight surrounds. A very different dashboard, which I think personally is the best design one for a Mini ever. Interestingly enough, this one is right hand drive. Fuel cap cover. Number plate. Centre exit exhaust as well. This thing is the business. This Mini's been to IMM 2009. Cooper S Mark II. Look how clean it is on this Sports Pack Mini. K&N filter. Just look at that. Love it. Little shiny bits on there. Very sweet. Another Mini Sprite. Mini pickup, absolutely love this one. Loving the colour of it. The Dunlop D1s, the Michelin sticker that's slightly worn. It really brings it all together. And look at the aerial. I've just also noticed these. Look at these. Loving the colour of it, the little mirror that's attached down the body seam. Love it. This looks fantastic. Look at the little white dashboard as well. It's a Mini electric on UK plug style wheels. I think these look absolutely fantastic on these cars. Of course, I had a good chance to look around one at the Brands Hatch Mini Festival, thanks to Arden Mini who brought one down. Check out that video somewhere up on the screen, somewhere up there probably. Yeah, I really like the Mini E. It's a good look into the future of what Mini is going to be like. Mini Clubman estate, wind deflectors, sliding rear windows. They've even got a mount for a GoPro or any other camera that uses mounts like that, such as DJI's Osmo Action, which I'm using today. Mini 5-door Cooper S. Love the roof style on this one. Of course as well, orange, best colour for a car. Little Mini Cooper S, 2002. Mini Cooper. Mini Coupe. Cooper S in white. This one's got plenty of details on it. And a Mini Countryman called Earl. And all for Park Lane apparently. In-car camera recording. Hopefully it's not like the Sentry on the Teslas. As you can see here in the front of this one, plenty of Mini merchandise. Loving the blue Mini on this one. Hercules this is called, you would see. Hercules R50. Love the little monkey around there. Fairly new Mini Cooper S, 17 reg. Little Mini Cooper. Jcw Mini with sports pack arches. Unfortunately on these, if you don't use the 6-inch wide wheel, they look a little bit lost at the back. This is a Mayfair. Mini John Cooper Works Cabriolet, this one. Just have a look in here. Mini branded dog. British Bulldog, of course. So much going on in there. It's very busy. Still quite nicely laid out though. This one's also got merchandise in there. This one's called Malcolm. Fairly early Mini, I would assume. Just go around to the back, we can have a look. An R50, so yes. Yes, it would be. Can't see the exact age of this, it's got a show plate on both sides, or both ends of the car. Jcw in orange called Dave. Mini Paceman. These were not huge sellers in the first place. People preferred to buy the Clubman or just the standard Mini hatch. It's supposed to be a Countryman, but sort of coupe type style. Very odd. But there's always a market for these things, so why not? And a Mini Cooper S. We're at the Mini Axe Group. This Mini's been to several events, including Mini Day at Bewley, Brands Hatch Mini Festival, several years running. You got stickers on the other window as well. It's been to Himley Hall in 2019. Of course, the Mini Axe were the group we joined at Brands Hatch for the Mini Festival this year. Little Mini Cooper S. This will be an R53, I think. 15 reg Mini Roadster. A very pink 53 reg Mini. Convertible. 2016 reg. This Mini we've seen before at plenty of shows. These I recognise were on the Isle of Wight. Also remember this one from Brands Hatch. Neat little display from the Mini Axe. On this side, John Cooper, obviously a Mini Cooper, but John Cooper stripe, carbon fibre as well, something different. Checkerboard roof on this Mini Cooper. Cooper S. This one I've seen plenty of times at Castle Combe. I think I also saw it on the Isle of Wight as well. In fact, actually, if you look at these two, they've got almost matching number plates. Mini Countryman with custom plate or personal plate. Likes the Dakar competition. Cooper S. Cooper S. We sure have seen this one as well. Chaos. Little orange striping. I like this. All the cogs and gears. This makes a very different and unique display. Little JCW sticker. There's a Mini Cooper. But I like it. In a way, all this kind of steampunk. And a Mini Paceman. The second one of the day. JCW, this one. But yes, you can sort of see that sloping roofline. Again, something a little bit different. It's not personally my cup of tea. I don't really see the point of them myself. However, if I ever were to give one a drive for a review, I maybe would see the point in it. But as of now, not sure why it exists. Although, as I've said already, I'm sure somebody out there will buy it. There's always going to be a market for it. Also, this has got an almost matching plate to the Mini Cooper next to it. Mini 30th edition. Love the pinstripes down the side on these things. Little Morris Mini Mark 1 by the looks of it. Yep, Mark 1. This sweet little Mini. Oh look, it's got a UK plate. Of course, we've just changed our number plate in the UK. Instead of saying GB, they now say UK. So there we go. Anybody looking to drive abroad in whatever car you have, you need to have a plate that says UK on it, or a sticker, because reasons. Mini 40th edition badge on this one. Might well be a Mini 40th edition car. Lovely little display by Portsmouth and Southampton Mini Owners Club. This one's called Bluebell. Liking the writing on there, very sweet. And that's the thing for mini shows, they're usually open to any car, whether it's modified, standard, you name it. There's always going to be somebody at a show like this who goes, yeah, that's really nice, I really like that. Such as myself. Little Mini with yellow spot lamp covers. This Mini pickup's been attracting a lot of attention. Understandable, really. It's got a supercharger, doesn't it, by the looks of it? But that's pretty quick. Speed well tuned as well. We just have a look. Look at all that practical space. You've got room for an RAF Southampton trunk in the back. Mini van with a slightly different door. Usually you have the barn doors. This one's just got one big opening panel. White roof, blue body. Of course the A-series engine, Fletcher radiator, a good upgrade if I do say so. Austin Mini Cooper, very wide wheels. I do like these little mirrors. Sliding windows, Mark II this one. 1000cc apparently. Mini van. This one's got a sunroof, so that'll be an aftermarket edition. Plenty of companies do aftermarket sunroofs and things like that for cars. This Mini Moke is unique. Of course, from the Prisoner TV series. Filmed at Portmeirion in Wales. Let's look at those indicator lenses. Little taxi on there. So you've got a character in cardboard.
Especially how original it is.
The roof. See everything about this car if we have a quick look at the interior. Sweet. It's always good to see film and TV cars out on display. Next to the Prisoner Moke, we have a little mini British Open Classic called Oliver. Again, loving the pinstriping down the side. Oliver number plate 92 to 93. And this Mini we've seen before. This is part of the Ace of Hearts Club, which I think is where we're at now. Yep. This one I've seen at Castle Combe and Brands Hatch Mini Festival. Another thing I like on this one, the Sparko mud flaps. A light Mini Cooper next to a blue Mini Cooper. Black roof, contrasting, it's got a sunroof. Loving the Austin style wavy grille on this Mini Sports Pack. Looks like a Northern Irish registration. Obviously celebrating the Mini's 60th anniversary in 2019. Won't be long until it's the 6th. Yes. Won't be long until it's celebrating 65 years. S-Reg Mini Sports Pack, of course, multi-point injection on these, rather than being carburettor or single point. This one's got a little centre armrest. This little Mini Cooper's got Union Jack rear lights and roof vinyl. Little Mini Cooper S. I'm liking the colour on this one actually. Really works with this car. Mini Clubman. And the practical roof bars on there. Mini Cooper classic badge. This one's called Bluebell by the looks of it. Unsurprising, given the colour. Quite a well-known Mini in the Mini scene. Just look at the level of detail on it. Apparently the owner of this car lives on Photoshop, so I imagine works as a graphic designer. Love that dashboard, steering wheel, love everything about this car actually. It's just a very well sorted example.
I wouldn't feel good doing that. I'd be terrified. Why? It's a Mini, they all go
Just thought I'd shut up and let you admire it and appreciate it for yourselves there. A Mini GP. Little Mini van in blue, white wheels, white roof, slidey windows, external door hinges. I do like a Mini van, always like a commercial vehicle. This one got a tow bar on it, pull back sunroof, the Mini L-Reg with raised digit number plate. Really like that. Oh, the look of this one, very clean, very well sorted. Let's look at that interior. Wow. Mini 25th edition. Very well sorted example of one.
Yeah,
I quite like the little pockets on the front actually where you can keep CDs and things. Really like that. A Mini with what looks to be a metal flip front. Have a look down there. Plenty of access. Have a look through here. Twin carburettors as well. Fletcher radiator. Plenty of time and effort going into this one. It might be a fiberglass flip front actually, not 100% sure. Yellow Mini. Bit of rust creeping in, but then again, many Minis have got rust. Got ourselves a sweet Mini Traveller. Loving the wavy grille. These wheels really suited actually. I don't think they're standard Mini wheels. Or are they? No, they might be. they're just not quite the same as what I'm used to seeing on Minis. Many people often just go for the alloy look, such as myself. These look really good on this. Extra practicality of the boot. And of course, fold down rear seats as well, which makes it even better. A little frog eye sprite. Now you might think this shouldn't be here, but like the Dolomite Sprint that was up the top, just all the way over there several minutes ago. But this is a Mini-based kit car. It's a Ban-Am Frog Eye Sprite kit car, 1981, fiberglass body with a soft top. This one is for sale. This could be yours. Taxed and MOT exempt from 1st of January 2022, so not too far away. This Mini's had the front end fully taken off and is just sitting over there, but it makes for easy access. Like the fan on the side of the radiator. Have a little walk around here. Clearly built for a purpose. A little Mini in surf blue. It's got Mark 1 rear lights, doesn't look like it is an actual Mark 1. Mark 1 number plate and number plate holder, Downton tuned. Of course, Downton, a well-known tuner for Minis. I imagine this is probably something like a Mark 3 or Mark 4, but being made to look like a Mark 1. I do like the little quarter lights though. Not something you see that often these days, if ever, because many cars have got air conditioning these days. British Open Classic Mini, another sports pack, a Mini Clubman. Loving the grey paint on this one. Let's have a look under here. Here is the A series. This is what I love about the Clubman. Plenty of access in here. Little Mini Cooper. It's unfortunately gotten a bit dirty on the way here by the looks of it. Mini Traveller. Doesn't look too dissimilar in colour to Ian of Team Ballylough Classics Mini Traveller. Cooper S his is. And before any of you purists go, oh, they didn't make it a Cooper S Traveller. You're right, but he has shoved a Cooper S engine into his. Very cool, go and check it out on his channel. Little Mini, looks like a Paul Smith colour. Potentially, especially in this lighting. Could be wrong. It's very dark blue. Either way, sort of more, it's a mix of purple and blue, isn't it, basically, by the looks of it. Either way, I digress. Loving the wheels on this. Indicators being clear. Mirrors. Everything about it's really sweet. Little Blaupunkt, I imagine DAB radio. We're at the Elf and Hornet register. Of course, the Elves and the Hornets, slightly more upmarket versions of the Mini. They got special grills. And obviously, bigger boot. This one's twin tone by the looks of it. Well, they also got different indicators as well. These are quite hard to find these days. Don't often come up for sale. However, if you find one, they're a very good little car. Of course, the Hornet, as I mentioned on previous videos, light up badge. This little Hornet is off out. Love the colour on this Riley Elf. Just have a look at this one. This one's got a tow bar. You don't see many Elves or Hornets with tow bars these days. Well, there's a use I've never seen for a Hornet or an Elf before. They're holding cups. I love how that one actually fits in just behind the overrider. Well played. Elf Mark III and an Elf Mark III. This one being on 12-inch rims. We've just come back up the hill to have a look at this Mini Roadster. Not just the Mini Roadster, but the whole row. And here's what they look like with the roof down. Little aerial. Do like the little spoiler that comes up at the back as well. Mini 1. It's actually the base trim of this generation of Mini. So I'm from the Cotswolds, Cheltenham. Lovely wheels on these. Twin power turbo Mini here. Mini Cooper S, of course. The old racing Mini we saw earlier on. Heading out. Mini Cooper, Mini Cooper S. I like the design on this one. Black stripes, red pinstripe, checkerboard roof. Little Mini Cooper. 02 reg this one. Mini Cooper S. Love the vented bonnet. Wheels look amazing. The Mini ERA Turbo. Of course, the fastest of the classic Minis from factory. These things are epically quick. Had a good look around one at Castle Combe not too long ago. Little Mini British Open Classic. Fold-back sunroof. Love these things. Austin Mini. Doesn't say which model it is. However, I really like this roof rack. I'd quite like to make my own roof rack that's styled like this at some point. I've only just noticed as well, it's got a vinyl roof. That blends in really well with the paint actually. I just thought it was a bit matte at first, but no, it's actually vinyl. Austin Cooper. Rear parcel shelf design looks pretty cool. Matches with the interior very nicely indeed. I imagine these have been retrimmed at some point. Sliding windows. Love how the mirror is mounted in the window. Cooper Sports Pack number 345 out of 500. Of course, this is a Cooper Sport 500. Mini Cooper, another 500, number 116. We have the latest Mini just here. These things caused a bit of a stir. Some people really didn't like the face of them, other people do. I'm in the camp that quite likes the styling of these. I don't think they look wrong anyway. Look in there. Yes, this Mini's been brought down from Barron's Mini in Farnborough, so if you're interested, go and give them a check out. See what's what. If you want to have a look at a new Mini, go and check them out. It's a little Mini Cooper. Very sweet, very blue. Love the white roof. Mini Cooper S Clubman. This one's in a silvery grey. Liking the sunroof, little aerial. Actually, that's different. Really liking that. Dual windscreen wipers on the rear, of course. Mini Cooper. This one being a sports pack. Two Mini Electrics here. They've actually come with the green Mini Electric that's just over there, but they come in two different specs. This one's got the more normal sort of Mini-like style wheels, black roof. They're about to head off and do a photo shoot up on the embankment. This one's got the UK plug alloy wheels, just over here so I'm not blocking them in. Contrasting roof which actually fades out. Lovely. Of course, Mini E, the future of Mini. Mini Cooper. This one's a Cooper S even. R53, of course. Ooh, look at those springs in the passenger seat. Well, that cloud has all the makings of a pretty big rainstorm by the looks of it. I should hurry up for this. 2006 Mini Cooper S. Not quite sure what age of Mini this one is. It's the JCW National Day on the 5th of September. I didn't even know there was a JCW Day, but it sounds good for the owners of JCW cars. And look, two matching gold Minis. This one's been de-chromed. A Mini John Cooper Works, Mini branded Bulldogs in the front, next to another GP. This one's got a sticker on it for Petrol Ped, a quite well-known Mini YouTuber to say the least. Mini 1275 GT on 10-inch alloy wheels, so quite an early one. That's just been modified to fit 10-inch wheels. Looks like a fiberglass bonnet actually on this one. Wouldn't be surprised with that size of bonnet vent. tucked away just here on its own. Ah. Next to it's this Mini Cooper, personal plate. Now, as much as I'm not a fan of that sort of look with the lights with my Fiat, I think it works with this quite well. This Mini Clubman, sweating power underneath, in brown, classic colour for these vehicles. It's quite faded all round, but as I've said many times before, would rather see it here than hidden away in a garage. Love the press plate. This Mini is slightly different, not just because it's got Groot on there, but if you have a look at the back, this is all very different. Interior, seats pushed all the way back, little parcel shelf.
And I can't put the stereo under the heater because
Honda engine.
the ECU is actually...
And a Mini Flame Red. We have a trio of Mini Scamps, one in red, one in green, and one in yellow, all of various designs. Of course, the Mini Scamps were a Mini-based kit car. Something very different. We've seen this Mini already. Mini Jcw convertible in blue. Love it in that shade of blue. That looks fantastic. This Mini we've seen before at Brands Hatch with Betty Boop on the side. Southeast Mini Club celebrating their very first birthday. Happy birthday, Southeast Mini Club. I have a horrible feeling we're all about to get very wet. Mini Clubman Estate in red. You've just been minied. Mini Clubman 1275 GT. We've seen this one as well before. Again, I think Brands Hatch. Remember all these Scale X-Trick models in the back. Have a look in the back of the Clubman, just see how much space there is. Massively practical. And this one, again, I think we've seen this one at Brands Hatch as well. Love the paint colour on this one. Even in this lighting, it looks great. Morris Mini Cooper S, again, sweating power. Love the little racing decals on there. Very basic look with the wheels. Oh, the wind's really picked up. I get the feeling we're going to have a bit of a storm. Mini Cooper 35th anniversary cars. This one's number plate's fallen off clearly. Still, there we go, temporary fixes just to get them home and all that. Green interior, steering wheel. This one's got slightly aftermarket one. Usually the steering wheels are green leather. Mini Cooper decal on the roof. And they came with these special graphics. What looks to be fairly chunky exhaust. 1.3 litre injection. It looks like it's going to go over. And as the rain came down, that was everybody's cue to leave. That looks pretty menacing up there in the clouds. The Wolseley Hornet's got daytime running lights before it was cool. Little mini city here, 80s one, so 80s graphics. Mini 25, people hiding in their cars. Unsurprisingly, although it does look like it is going over. Mini Cooper, Reg Sports Pack, W Reg non-sports pack. Austin 7, 1959 Mini register, this one. Sweet little cars. Over there is a Mini Traveller and a Cooper Sports Pack. Morris Cooper S. Just look at the roof rack on it. See a little Morris Cooper S. Next to a Mini Cooper. Rally Monte Carlo graphics on the back. Mini Cooper H-Reg. Cooper S. Mini Sidewalk. This looks really cool with these wheels. I really like the look of this one. The colour of it is fantastic. The wheels suit it amazingly. And then it's got that interior. What's not to like? F-Reg Mini. Cortina Estate over there. And a Fiat 500X, I think that is. Yes, it is the X. Mini Countryman, 20 Reg. Austin Healey 1275 Sprite. It's quite funny seeing them all queue up to leave. You might as well wait for 2 minutes. It's just going over. Challenge 210. I think the 210 references the horsepower it's got, if I remember rightly. Cooper S. On to the next section. The first classic Mini Cabriolet of the show. It's taken this long to actually find one. Of course, the Mini Cabriolet, an actual one done by Rover themselves. Just have a look. Got this little feature up here for a bit of added strength on the door, because of course pillarless because of the convertible aspect of it. Very square, chunky front. Mini Cooper S Mark III. Fold-back roof. Centre dash binnacle. Mini Cooper. It's very standard rims. Mini Jcw. At the back there is a Mini Cooper with people hiding away in it. Can't really say I blame them. I'm getting quite wet. I hope you're appreciating the amount of effort I'm putting into these videos, getting absolutely soaked. In all honesty, I don't mind it. This little Mini looks very sweet. Recaro seats inside this one. Ooh, styling on those rear seats. And the plate. It all just comes together, doesn't it? Mini Cooper S. Mini Jcw with aftermarket tail lights. They look amazing in here. Right, some honourable mentions whilst we're at the Mini show. Hungarian fire service vehicle. 2-stroke 3-cylinder apparently. A Fortson tractor. Little Bedford van. Bedford HA van 110 or 110. Like these. I'd quite like a little van at some point. British Caledonian Airways Morris Minor van. Little orange light on the top. Look at it. These things were very popular with the UK's postal service. Now this we saw at the Hubnut Social. BOAC Bedford van. But it's a minibus with an opening rear window. A couple more little minis here. That N-Reg has been modified with sports pack arches, Krakatoa. Sports pack arches on this S-Reg one. Look at those seat covers. Can't remember if we got this one earlier, but if not, here it is, little sports pack. Just look at it. Fold back sunroof as well. Here is Millie the Mini, still celebrating her 30th birthday this year with the 30 door spots. My events window looking somewhat more full than it did at the start of this year. She's got a Mini 1275 GT friend to speak to whilst I'm looking around the show today. Loving the seats in this, they look fantastic. Of course the arches, same as the ones I've got on my Mini. We'll just come around here for the final few minis of the show. And when I say the final few minis, I really mean it. Little N-Reg Mini in black just there, hiding away. Little Mini convertible here. Pretty sure this will have let in a tiny bit of water. I hope not, but it looks like it might have done. Dunlop D1s. Looks like a Mark II. Of course, not standard thing done from factory. This would have been done by a conversion company. It's still quite well done. And the final Mini of the show then is H-Reg Mini Cooper. Stunning condition. Looks great. White roof, red body, the classic sort of design. Behind it's that Range Rover fire vehicle for presumably an airport, if not Brooklands Airport, as it was back in the day, as they say. But unfortunately, there were plenty of minis earlier on, but they have now gone because of that big scary cloud over there, which I think everyone sort of thought the rain was going to last longer than it actually did. But still, never mind. We've had a good selection of minis here today. I've seen plenty of other mini shows this year, and unfortunately, this is the very final mini show for me for this year. So that brings an end to our Brooklands Mini Day show walk around. Hopefully you've enjoyed seeing all the many minis that have been here, and indeed have enjoyed seeing all the many mini shows this year. There's been plenty to go to. Hopefully it'll be same again next year. Right, Millie. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, let me know which was your favourite mini here today. And of course, if you want to see more car-based content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. There's plenty more of it coming up on the channel. That's it from me, so thank you very much for watching once again, and I shall see you very soon. Until then, farewell.